Borough Basement Live, man. What it look like, man? Special guest tonight, J-Rock, man. Already, we got the guys in here, man.
What's good? King Cabby up in here.
What it look like, man? What it look like, man?
Boss lady, you know.
So tonight, man, we got J-Rock in here. We got good live talk, man. How you doing tonight, man?
Hey, man, I'm good. I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to support what y'all doing. Y'all doing big things. I'm glad to get on here early because at least I can say I was on y'all show because when y'all blow up and get famous, you know.
Oh, we coming back.
So I can say, man, I was on the Borough Basement, man.
We won the first one.
I appreciate it.
And the other thing is, you know, because y'all younger than me.
Absolutely.
But y'all showing the old head love, man.
Got to.
Yes, you got to.
And I respect that. You know,
love our legends, man.
Yeah.
Definitely love the legends, man. Definitely love the legends, man.
Growing up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what? And the thing is, like, these young bulls need to start respecting their legends too.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like there's no respect out there anymore.
Right.
And but y'all come from an era where y'all seen the old heads do their thing.
The old heads,
and y'all carried it. Somewhere down the line, it died.
Right.
You know
It
it fell somewhere. But you guys putting everything out on Facebook, y'all kind of bringing it back, and maybe they're watching and say, you know what? Maybe that might change their tune a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely got to, man. Definitely got to. Because without the old heads, I wouldn't be here. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
Without my old heads, I wouldn't be who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
they paved the way, man. I respect them. Like,
give me three.
Oh man, Brian Cobb #1, man.
Brian
Cobb #1,
Coach
man.
Cobb.
Coach Cobb.
Listen, Coach Cobb was the only old head that came back and showed us this is what's going on the next level.
Yeah, what to do and how to do it.
And how to do it.
Yeah, you gotta respect that.
Respect. Either you took it in,
right,
or you didn't.
I
took it in. Troy Drayton took it in. Tracy Latham took it in. Derek Miller took it in. There was a lot of us that took it in. We took it serious. Like, yo, his word was bomb because he was doing it.
And he from where he know where we come from.
Yeah, and he know where we come from.
Man. So at starting the interview, just get the people like where you come from, where you grew up at. You know.
Well, I grew up on Lincoln Street.
Already, LSU.
The Mecca.
The Mecca, LSU, East Side.
Listen,
I don't know. We're going to start this right now.
Listen.
Lincoln Street.
The Mecca of athletes of Steelton. It's the Mecca. And then everybody else come behind us. Not to downplay them or say they below us, but we're just the Mecca. We're just the Mecca. It's
Do
just
you want
a
to get
fact.
deep into the story, or we want to just let this go by?
Nah, we can't let it go by.
Listen,
You got East Side, you got Cold Crest.
Listen, man. You got East Side and Cold Crest.
And you got opportunity.
You got St. Mary's Drive
and you
bringing
got
up the rear.
opportunity.
Yeah, St. Mary's Drive. They the brakes.
Don't get me wrong now. I like St. Mary's Drive.
They had good water. We had Flint, Michigan. They had good water.
Listen, they had a nice street. It was nice and flat so you could play football. You know, things like that.
They ain't going to mailbox.
Yeah, hanging on the corner box. Yep.
Yo, Crenshaw
Shout out to St. Mary's Drive.
St. Mary's
Drive. Y'all there.
The legendary box.
Yeah.
So how was it growing up on Lincoln Street?
Oh man, Lincoln Street, man. It was like the greatest place to grow up on because, like I said, we used to have damn near 11-on-11 football games on the street going pole to pole. And it was all athletes, man. And then us as young boys, like the best football games was from, I don't know if you remember where Seth Meyers lived at. But
my grandma was across the street.
Okay, so it was a pole by his house, and then it was a pole by Johnny Johnson's house, right in front of the Crawfords.
Okay.
And listen, them games was intense.
Yeah.
They were intense.
You used to have them down the way.
Yeah, and so as young bucks, we watched them do it, and then we did it.
Right.
We followed in their footsteps.
Right.
You know, so.
And it wasn't no tag. It was straight.
It wasn't.
What was it? The 3 hits? 3 hits?
3 second jump, 3 second hold.
And
get no physical.
They got physical.
They got physical. If the game was close, it was really physical.
Yeah.
And then you had the football, and then you had the greatest basketball games ever. And let me tell you how I used to work on the east side.
How I work on the side.
So you had the top court and the bottom court.
Yeah.
You had to be nice.
I heard
I
about
tried to tell
it.
you. You had to be somebody to get on the top court.
You couldn't be nice. You couldn't get on the top one.
But let's before that.
Right.
So, we get out of school. We there. We playing. Old heads, they don't get off work till like 4 o'clock. But they at the court by 5. You in the middle of the game, win by 2. And you coming up court, and the old head will walk in the middle of your game, take your ball, and throw that shit down at the bottom of the court. And that's when you had to finish your game. Right? Listen, no questions asked. No questions asked. That was an unwritten rule. That's how it was.
Yeah. Now, who was the old heads that used to throw the ball?
Yeah.
Skim Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, Uncle Skim.
Pauline, Jeff Ogden.
Yeah.
It used to be. He used to be a big dude named Dyke.
Yeah.
Frankie Kitten used to come up from Cold Crescent play because they wanted to get real games.
Yeah.
So they had to come They weren't getting no work at Cold Crescent, so they had to come up the east side and get some work. Man, so all them old heads, man, they would all those guys that we went to go see when we were like 7 or 8 years old, they were on the court. Right. They would take our ball, and we finished at the bottom of the court. Now, back to what you were saying, you had to be nice to play with them old heads, which was rare.
Yo, it's crazy because when we came up, we still couldn't beat Skim Miller.
And some of them probably can't beat him now.
I'm telling you this for real.
Yeah, you probably can't
like,
beat him
they used to line us up, playing 1-on-1. Everybody had to play
used to help me on my jumper on a late night. I used to come from Cold Crest to the gym and open up the gym 11 o'clock at night, and we'd go hard for an hour on my road to the championship.
Wow.
Even before that, he always used to be like, so practice on your jumper.
So when we spoke earlier, you said you came out in 2000, right?
Yeah.
So how old was Skin then?
That's what I'm saying.
He still had it.
He still had it.
So imagine when I was a kid, what he was doing.
Yeah, he was giving out work.
Yeah, giving out work, man.
Hey, yo.
Listen, so if they were short, they would call one of us up. Hey, come on, you on this team. They might not pass you the ball.
Right.
Because you was dumb bumping.
Yeah. Play that D.
But just
you go play D and play hard.
And you get the ball, you make sure you put the ball back in their hand.
Yeah.
But for them to pick you, to come up, that was respect.
Oh, yes,
that means they was watching you.
Yes,
they knew you were good.
And it meant something to you.
And it meant something
you
to
went home like, I made it. I made it. Because growing up, I was watching you, Rob Brookins, Lime, Seth. That's why I say Lincoln Street.
And see, and when I was coming up, I was watching, who was the bangers back then? So my first
Larry Varder.
No. So my first recollection of still high basketball was Orange Lewis.
See, I remember that.
And before Handles was famous, he had him.
Yeah.
Well, he was a point guard. Orange Lewis, he was real good. Arnell Reed was real good at point guard. I remember that era.
Arneezy.
Yeah, I remember that era with those guys, and they would always make it to the state playoffs. They'd end up getting bounced out. But they were our neighborhood heroes, man. We looked up to them.
Now what about with football? Because I heard you did your thing both ways. It's got both ways. Yeah, basketball, football.
Yeah, track.
Well, we have track when we was there.
Well, see, the thing is, when I was in high school, we didn't have a track team either. It died off, I think, after Brian Cobb and them left.
Okay.
And I don't know who I went to.
Yeah, he was there.
But I forget who I went to, but we got the track team started up again. And then that's how the track team came back. Still live for a while. Yeah. Oh, listen. I'm changing the subject a little bit. Because I want to get this shit out the way.
What's up?
Because I'm tired of people saying
what?
Doc Jones know, Mark Jones know, because they didn't believe when I first told them.
Okay.
And it took for a basketball game on TV for my ex-teammate, who was Charlie Fortney, to say, I started the roll clap.
You started the roll clap?
And that shit's still going
on. Oh, this is exclusive. This is exclusive. You say you started the roll clap.
I knew that though.
He started the roll clap.
I started the roll clap.
Did I say that in my joint though?
Yep, yes you did.
Did I say that?
I ain't heard that. I thought it the Albert story.
No. Listen, and listen, I love Eddie.
Yeah.
Because Eddie taught me a life lesson. You know what I'm saying? And we get into the life lesson that the old heads gave us. But I told Eddie Albert face to face, I said, Eddie, man, you know damn well I started that. And he's like, I know. I'm like, all right.
See, Charlie said that joint on TV.
He said on TV.
Yeah.
But before that, when I was telling people, they didn't believe me. They're like, oh, J-Rock called me.
But you know, they said that's the Cooper joint, man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You know what?
I'm just saying.
Listen.
they can't take a roller class.
They took it.
Listen, man.
I know the Cougars ain't take a roller
man.
class.
That's just like a rapper coming out today with an old school beat, and everybody think, oh man, this is nice.
Yeah.
Listen,
He just sampling.
They sampling. That's what the Harrisburg sampling. All the other schools.
Y'all done sampled the roller clap.
Sample J-Rock roller clap.
We need 10% of that.
Listen, one thing I'm gonna do, I'm always keep it 100, and everybody knows I'm gonna keep it 100. So you know I'm telling the truth.
Okay. Who was some of the athletes you went against that when you dressed up, you was like, I gotta go hard tonight? From the Berg area, where like, who was that you said, yeah, that night where I'm at to, you know what I mean, prove that point that, you know what I mean, I can do it how they do it.
The one that sticks out, this was in basketball, when I was like, yo, I'm shutting this joker down. He ain't getting shit tonight. And the reason why I went in with that approach is because we had played them early in the season with McDevitt, and they beat us in Steelton because we was like, man, that's McDevitt, we ain't worried about them.
Yeah.
We beat them earlier in the season, they beat us. So we had to play them in the Mid-Penn Championship over at Cumberland Valley.
Oh.
And I told everybody, I got Lance Whiteside.
Yeah.
He ain't getting shit.
Yeah.
I took his left hand away and shut his ass down. And we beat him.
Oh,
and now check this out now. They had another killer. They had another killer on that team named Brett McKay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brett lit us up for like 38. Yeah, when they beat us in Steelton.
Drop over 4.
Drop over 4. So I told him, I said, Flem, you can ask Jamel Fleming, you can ask Tony Zimmerman. I said, because they would come off the bench.
Yeah.
And so I was like, listen, anytime Brett McKay drive that lane, y'all tear his ass up. And that's what we did. He
gave you that word.
Listen, every time he came in the paint, he ended up on his back.
Now, was you there when legendary Debo broke the rim? When
Scoop,
when they said he broke the rim.
Listen. One of the most classic basketball games in still our history. And the reason why I say that is because that was a 2-day thing. Because the night before they had Reading, they played Reading. They had a center. His name was Brian D'Amico, and he was like 6'11".
Yeah.
He broke the rim first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So still out, we ain't never know our rims to break. So the game was over. So they made an announcement: come tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So, and the crazy thing was, the game was the next day, and it was jam-packed. So when you see the highlight of Scoop breaking that backboard, that's day 2.
Day 2.
And it was jam-packed.
It was jam-packed. That was day 2.
That little ass backboard.
Yep. That was day 2. And Scoop, now you gotta remember, Scoop only 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
You see how high he got?
Yeah.
He was over the sweat.
He pulled a Dominique Wilkins out of that joint. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So when he did that, oh man. It was
going
like
crazy.
Man, the legend of the breaking backboard started. People had t-shirts with Scoop breaking the backboard and everything.
Oh, Messi, I didn't know that.
Scoop became a legend.
I know that.
He became a legend off that one play.
Now I remember the rap tape.
Oh yeah.
With Clone, BD, ET, and all that.
that was after me.
Did you have a rap tape? Did you?
Nah. The closest we got was
Rock and roller.
The closest we got to
The rap tape was legendary.
The closest we got to was we talked the school into playing music when we come out for warm-ups. That started. No, I'm lying. Rob Brookers and them started it. Milt Britton, Doc Jones, and those guys started with the music coming
the
up.
music
Yeah,
that's all we got too.
So when that happened, that was like a big thing.
That roller drill, where that joint is.
Man, that's history, man. That's been passed down from generation to generation. Yeah, that's been there forever.
Now, how did you transition once you got out? You got into the boxing.
Well, this is how the boxing thing started. So I was playing pro football, right? So I was a linebacker.
Yeah.
So I kept getting stingers in my shoulder. I don't know if any of you guys ever got a stinger, but it paralyzes you.
Everything from the shoulder to the head. From the shoulder to the head.
I was getting them on both sides. So I couldn't hit no more. Like every time I came into contact, I would get them. So I didn't have the hunger no more. I didn't want to play no more. I stopped playing when I was only 28 years old.
Yeah.
Full of energy. And I'm like, man, I gotta find something else to do. I was living in Atlanta. I've always been a huge boxing fan. And I went to a boxing gym one day, man, and the first person I met was a guy named Xavier Biggs.
Yeah.
And Xavier Biggs is the brother of Tyrell Biggs, who was an Olympic gold medalist. Okay, so a lot of time when you see my mitt work, well, I learned that from Xavier Biggs.
I just seen you recently.
I see you out there still looking sharp.
Yeah,
Still looking sharp.
Listen, man, because in my mind, I'm 50, but I feel good.
Yeah.
You know, age to me, age is just a number.
Yeah,
having fun, man.
Who is that though?
That's Luis Morales. He's a pro. He's a lightweight. He's 4-0.
Yeah, he looks nice. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. We see you. We see you.
Yeah, and
he definitely had.
But that's how I got into boxing. So I'm down there. I'm seeing how things run or ran or whatever, and I contact a person up here. I'm like, look, man, we need to get the power started, get a boxing program started, because Harrisburg didn't have it.
Yeah.
And I was told, we can make that happen. You move back up here, we're gonna make that happen. I moved back up here, meet with the people, and everything's going good. We go down Philadelphia to see how the power's running, and then we get back. Yeah, we want to do the power, but we don't want to do the boxing.
Oh,
so I was ass out. So you know, listen, man, we from Steelton, man. We don't take no for an answer.
Yeah, you gotta go get somewhere.
So what did I do? I started my own.
Yeah.
And then that's how everything started.
Because I remember you had it on Paxton Street.
Yep. Well, I was even before Paxton Street. We was at the Big Ugly Warehouse.
That's true too. That's true.
And one thing about me, see, I didn't box professionally, so I was behind the 8 ball a little bit. So what I do, even today, even all the way to this day, and my wife will tell you, I study every day boxing. I study coaching styles. I study fighters. So I take what I learn, what I watch, what I see, and I implement it into my fighters. And I have state champions, Pennsylvania state champions, Golden Glove state champions, national champions. I took a kid out to San Antonio, Texas, won the national championship.
Yeah, that's big.
I've been in pro corners. I just been doing it, like
enjoying it,
but not just enjoying it, but loving what I do. Because it's not even work for me. It's like if you love something, it don't become work. If you love something, it's just something that you do.
I dig it.
But yeah, that's how I got into boxing, man. And throughout the years, like if you look at my old videos up to now, you'll see how the progression.
Yeah.
How, like I implement with the other fighter, like my shit's thorough. A lot of guys like working with me. Yeah. And so
who's some of the upcoming Harrisburg fighters that you working with that you see they on their thing?
Well, I had a cruiserweight. I don't know. This was about a year ago. We went down Philly.
Spanish boy.
We got a second round knockout against a guy who had never been stopped.
Yeah, Spanish boy.
You know what I'm saying? Because see what I do, I teach speed and power. Yeah. And speed kills.
Yeah.
So and then this new guy that I have, Morales, he came from another camp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they wanted to work with me, and I was like, hell yeah, because I seen him fighting. animals.
Jackie box.
He said, "Come on over here. Should night dancing all of your videos. So I mean, come on over."
So the kid is signed under Kaufman Promotions, who is the umbrella of Al Heyman, PVC.
Okay.
So we in there.
Yeah.
So like so we got a direct connect. So hopefully by the summer, end of the summer, y'all see us on PVC on Fox. You'll see us.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Matter of fact, the video that y'all talking about that I did the other day, the promoter inboxed me.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good look. That's a good
He
look.
said, "Yo, Lewis is looking good." And then he inboxed the fighter. Then he inboxed the fighter and said, "Yo, man, keep working hard, man. You looking good." So that means he's watching.
Yeah.
So now all we gotta do is go out there and perform.
That's
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's
You're right
scary.
about that.
Yeah, it is scary.
When it look like they working and having fun, that's scary.
Yeah, and it was a Friday, and my whole thing is that sometimes we gotta let loose, but at the same time we go work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is, see, I do a mind thing with them. See, I always tell them like, man, you too slow,
Yeah.
right? So when we do the mitt work, that's why they be like,
Yeah.
like too slow, and then they pick it up again.
Yeah.
But I'm always telling them like, come on, man,
You gotta
come
keep
on,
your
man.
big.
Look, man, I'm 50 years old. You can't keep up with me. They pick up more. So that's the kind of strategy that I get.
Yeah, you gotta
better.
That was for a dagger. Was that your strategy when you went political? Leroy Jones. Was that the Joe when you went political?
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
I don't even want to talk about the politics.
Yeah, that was the politics.
Oh man, the politics.
You know what I mean?
Stilton dogged me when I worked when I ran for mayor. Man, they made me look like I was Al Capone or something.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They said he was big as SARS, pimp hat.
Listen, man. They sent the flyer out, man. I took a picture with my cousin. They came up here to visit from Florida. They cut my cousin out. I had a white T-shirt on, blue jeans, and we hold the hands like this.
Yeah.
They cut him out, made me look like I was a straight thug. And then, but check this out. They were so fearful of me winning, they took these flyers and dropped them off in people's mailboxes around Steelton.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
They had him OG down, wanted out there.
Saying because we all get in little incidents.
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah.
I think I'll put a foot in somebody's ass and
they got it around. They leaked the video.
Listen,
They didn't leak the video.
Listen, but the guy dropped the charges.
Okay.
And they put it on there, something about a simple assault. Do you want this guy for mayor and all this other stuff? I'm like,
yeah, you know when you play with Penn Live, they don't play.
that wasn't Penn Live.
Oh, that's still
That was
local
straight.
joke.
This wasn't in the paper.
Oh, this was the local joke.
This was Steelton.
Oh,
They listen. Somebody made.
I thought we was united.
No, okay, listen. Still one people. What is it? One time, one people.
Yeah.
No.
That ain't it.
That's not what it is?
No, listen. So they took that picture, and the sad part is, it was people from Steelton that I thought was my people.
Yeah.
Helped them distribute those flyers.
Stop.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, man.
See, listen, on this show you can't do that because we be like, man, we need to know who.
Oh, yeah. Who they talking about? Like, we need to. Who gave us that Flint, Michigan walk?
Yes.
I've been waiting to find out.
Who gave up?
They did that, man, and it was a hurt piece to me because I was like, damn, the same people that cheered me on Friday.
All your life.
Or like was treated like I was getting tickets in Steelton. I mean, park regular, saying I was too close to the corner. I mean, they was doing little shit.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's cool. You know, politics is a dirty game. But here's the thing though. Me and that mayor at the time actually said, yo, we're gonna have a clean race.
Yeah.
Do it the right way. And then they did that shit. Listen, they did that. Those flyers went out 2 days before the election.
Damn.
No, they went out Saturday morning. The election was on Tuesday. They went out that Saturday. Because when I did the primary, my numbers were so high.
Yeah.
And see, and at the time I was exposing them about the water treatment and all this other stuff. And they was afraid I was going to start digging into some shit.
Yeah.
Which I was.
Yeah, they said we got to cut that shit out bad.
But listen, they protected their own. At one point, man, I seen y'all had Prop on here last week.
Yeah.
And you know the same.
Shout out to Prop.
Shout out to Prop. Me and Prop been cool all our life.
Yes.
And when that politics shit happened, it was a little distant. You know what I'm saying? Because he was working with this team.
He was the other team.
And I didn't like that. Nah. But I just didn't like
separate friendship. When you get into politics, it separates friendship.
It separates friendship. And I'm like, yo, I've been cool with my man's family all my life, and him, because he was my young boy. And here we are,
running for the same thing, looking at each other different.
The sad part was, he was running for council. I was running for mayor, so I wasn't even running with him. But he was on that team. And one day I seen probably in 320, and I said, yo, man, I ain't got no land in my city. I said, man, we known each other all life. I said, man, let's do the right thing. We shook hands. I'm like, yo, we cool. And to this day, yo, everything's good. You know,
so with the politics that's going on, it's still right there. Do you see us moving in a good way, or is it still in a fucked up spot? Because you know everybody's with us when we winning. But when we lose it, you know, shit go down.
Are you talking about as far as the town?
The town with the bars that you can't go in. With all
so I think Prop.
And we just don't want to put it on Prop.
No. I'm about to give what I'm saying with Prop and Keontae and Danae and some of the other people on their council. I think they're doing a hell of a job because you see things are moving forward. Front Street being built.
Front Street.
Give them credit for that. Give them credit for that.
You
know what I mean? They do a lot of little things that we don't know.
That we don't see. That's in the background.
Right. You know, they're not going to talk about and brag about the things that they do. You know what I'm saying?
You don't always need the cool points. You just got to move.
But I think it shows a balance.
I think the town moving.
I think it's moving. I think, it's a balance. You got people of color that's making decisions. You know what I mean? And big ups to them. Big ups to them.
Big shout out. Big shout
out. One thing about, you know, talk to these people, man. Like Proc said, don't come to me too late. I can't do nothing. But yo, you got something on your mind, talk to them about it, man. Yo, they will look into it. I mean, I experienced
closed mouth don't get fed. You gotta say something. Say something, man.
And then when you got one of your own doing it, support them. Don't talk bad about them, support them. See, that's our problem. We down talk people when they start getting ahead. No, support them. Because once they get in a leadership position, then they can help you out. You know what I'm saying? Then they can help your kids out. You know. So
see, that's what it is. People say stuff behind closed doors, and then when they get brought to the light, they like, oh man, he done found out. I'm in hot water, man.
Well, why didn't you come to me 3 months ago? I could have did something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Big shout out to the Borough.
Shout out.
I think
we appreciate the Flip Michigan water. The lead's going down easy. You know what I mean? It's going down. We got everybody on today. We got Craig Corbin on here with his shit. Oh, he talking shit. We got Timothy Jackson on here.
Yim Yak.
You got Fathead on here.
Listen, man. The legend of Yim Yak.
Yim Yak's OG.
Listen, man. Let me tell you something. I came back. We had just won the cup of the Canada, the championship. So legendary story. So we go down, we get dressed up, the hats on, shirt, we clean. Me, Keith Sullivan, Derek Miller, rest in peace. And Tim Jackson. We go down Philly. We go to the Gotham, big club down in Philly. So we get out the car. Tim Jackson said, "Y'all stay right here." Tim goes up to the door. I don't know what he said. He told us to come on up. We walk up to that door, and they say, "Y'all can go right in." I said, "Yo,
what the fuck did you do?"
I said, "Man, what did you say to them?" Don't worry about it.
You know, you got that Shaquille O'Neal. I don't lay no magic shit.
Yo, he is the best talker in history, man.
Yo,
he gets you in anywhere. So, you know, he had moved to South Carolina at one point, right?
Yeah, he did.
And,
he was on videos with the game.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, how you on the sideline at the University of South Carolina? Like, how you do that? But you know, you always say, man, you gotta act like you belong.
You be doing a lot of shit, right? I never knew your boxing ass would be crushing grapes, making wine. When did you start making the wine? I seen the wine, man. I said, I knew he ain't in there blending. He turned 50 and started blending.
Listen, I've been doing that. Listen, I've been doing that for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
I seen you blending.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So my wife's dad showed me.
Yeah.
And then, as he was showing me, he passed away.
Okay.
But she had an uncle who showed me everything.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into it. Then I was like, damn, I said, man, I'm making my own.
Fucking up crushing grapes today.
Where you get these grapes from? J-Rock.
Listen.
J-Rock got the moonshine.
And the thing is, it was fun doing it. I still do it, but like I was selling bottles and everything. But it's a lot of work, man. So I kind of got away from it, but I still do it. But I just don't do it as frequent.
Okay. Yeah. We got Harold Green in here.
How you come up with the name J-Rock?
So when we were little, J.J. Harris. Y'all know J.J. Harris? Okay, so y'all familiar with Wallace Funeral Home?
Yes.
So you know Chuck, you know who Charles Wallace is, right?
Yeah.
You ever see his partner? That's JJ.
JJ. Okay. Okay.
So his dad gave all of his nicknames.
Yeah.
So Jeff Harris, he was Sweathead. He named me J-Rock. They used to call Jack Slade Tears, and I forget what they called Tim Brown. I forget, but he gave all.
Timmy B.
He gave all of his nicknames, and that's how I came up with that name. So yeah, JJ Harris, his dad gave me that name, and it just stuck.
Now we be having the legendary talks. You know how.
Oh man, here we
I'm
go.
breaking it up.
Here
Fuck
we go.
that.
Here we go.
Cold Crust East Side. What is it, man?
Jones, where you at?
Big Terrence was talking shit.
You seen what?
All the way from Florida.
All the way from Gatorland.
Yeah.
He's sitting there with Geicos and everything in the backyard. And he keep his toes out. You be seeing it.
Listen, man. Listen. I'm not gonna argue with people from Cold Crest. All right, because they gonna be biased.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell the truth.
You gotta tell
the Mecca is on Lincoln Street.
Come on.
Y'all know it is.
Now we got Cold Crest and East Side, and I'm from both.
Name your best basketball player from Cold Crest. No.
The best basketball player from Cold Crest.
Name your best basketball player from Cold Crest.
Cheaty, Uncle Cheaty, I'm right here.
Uncle
And I'm from 167 Lincoln Street.
Yeah, but you signed original.
Yeah,
so
listen,
So you gonna be
No. I asked you to name your best player from Cold Crest.
They got Ardell, Spooty G,
Tristan. What's up?
Tony A-Rand.
I'm going with
Tony A-Rand didn't play for Still. So you said who?
I'm going with
Tristan.
I'm going with Rob.
I know you are. That's what you wanted.
You going with
That's
who?
what you wanted.
Rob Brookins?
But see, what y'all understand is.
So who was your best guard from Cold Crest? Who's your best guard from Cold Crest?
Arnell, what's up?
I go with Craig Brown. What you asking me? I'm giving you. I'm hitting you with.
What y'all think?
I'm hitting you. I'm giving you names.
Yeah, like what y'all think out there? They on there. Harold Green on there.
Listen, this is what I'm gonna tell you.
Tristan, what it look like?
It's different.
JB.
Coming from down the crest, you got a lot of dudes that was dope, but they didn't play for Still High because
who's
I'm gonna tell you. No, it's not our fault because when you come up down the crest, it's more likely you don't have a father. So as the oldest dude, you working or doing whatever, you gotta support.
Did you have a father up your side?
No, we
I have a father on
the
your side.
We had no fathers on your side.
Next question.
Yeah, he can't pull that.
Come on, next
No,
question.
we got
You down the projects, the low income for a reason.
You said Harold Green's on there?
Yeah, Harold Green on there.
Harold Green.
And Craig Court.
Look, Harold Green, did you grow up with your dad?
Nobody,
Tim Brown, did you grow up with your dad?
No.
Come on, man. That's an excuse. I ain't trying to hear that. They said, listen, Rob Brookins, Miss Ethel, no dad. Come on, man.
Yeah, Miss Ethel.
Come on, man.
Miss Ethel's legendary.
Come on, man.
Legendary. We need him. Who we bringing out of Cold Crest?
Down the crest was harder.
No.
We down there for a reason. A lot of people from the side came from down the crest.
Listen, the same income.
A lot of people from the side came from down the crest.
The same income and rent y'all was paying down Cold Crest was the same income and rent we was paying on the east side. Yes, it was. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We been in the row
So if
houses.
I live in Kenny Lane, I'm paying the same rent for Lincoln Street.
Hell yeah!
Man, you already
Man,
crazy.
count it out,
Man,
man.
stop that.
We
bro.
said that's nothing
We
to
down
do.
your housing for a reason.
But that has
okay,
nothing to
so-
do
so-
with the best athletes.
Yeah, we on the income
What
side.
that mean you
What do
ain't
that have to do
good?
with the athletes? What do that have to do with
That don't
athletes?
mean so you ain't good.
So if anything, y'all should have had the better athlete because y'all should have been hungrier.
No,
Y'all serve sandwiches ain't work.
Responsibilities.
Oh,
There's a lot of dudes that just ain't. We just like, yo, we dope, but we ain't going out for the team. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Not buying it. Listen, Colcrest had a lot of.
Colcrest has. They
Don't get
have
me
some
wrong.
good people.
Like Jamie Corbin, for instance. Like
Jamie Corbin.
he's one of the most lost athlete names in Still Out history. Now Jamie played on Still Out was undefeated, and he was big 33. And nobody talks about Jamie Corbin, but they talk about everybody.
Shout out Jamie Corbin.
Yeah,
We
but they don't
gonna
talk about Jamie
it.
Corbin. But Jamie Corbin was good. He was great.
Now Craig Corbin's over here. He said nobody could beat Cold Crush.
I'm telling you, Craig know what it is.
We ain't talking about wrestling. Ain't nobody holding up with your old ass. He talking about wrestling and shit.
But you know what though? Craig represented.
Craig, right?
Colcrest.
He represented Colcrest.
Yes,
with
he
that
do.
wrestling.
Yes, he
he
do.
represented.
Yes, he do.
So
He's
you
a
gotta
bad
give-
man.
You have to give him.
We give him the wrestling credit. But Eastside got basketball
And football all day long.
Yeah. We give y'all wrestling.
Listen, I get Eastside.
We give y'all
basketball.
wrestling.
I give y'all basketball. I get Eastside basketball. Y'all got basketball.
Now Craig were
Y'all got
killing you.
basketball.
He's saying you from 2nd Street.
I'm fucking around. Y'all do got basketball.
He said you from 2nd Street,
Y'all ain't
2nd in
fucking with us in
Washington.
football though.
So we had this conversation
Y'all ain't fucking with us in football. Y'all got basketball.
on Christopher Bear's podcast, and I moved down to 2nd Street for about 18 months, and I was back on Lincoln.
Cause I remember we used to run up and down the hill.
Yeah,
You know how it be.
but I
I remember you
I
was
was-
East Side.
It was East Side. Then we moved down there for about 18 months, and we was back on 134 Lincoln Street.
Now you got who else is there talking shit?
Hey, Big Terrence.
Big Terrence on here talking shit. He
Big
on here
Terrence said bullshit. My mom was paying
$4 a
Who
month.
the fuck on Lincoln Street was paying $4?
That has nothing to do with
Man,
your sportability,
you
man.
Bro, it's
What
like
your rent has
Listen,
nothing
okay,
to do
but
with
listen,
your
pull
but
us
listen,
down the crest.
but listen,
If
listen.
you're the oldest boy, you're getting a job at 14. You're not
Okay.
playing sports.
Man, that's the same man.
Or you're doing something else.
So listen,
Or
so
you're not playing sports.
Colcrest, yeah. Terrence and them came up in a single parent home, but
Him and Miss Midget.
but like
shout
I
out
said,
Miss Midget.
on the east side, none of us had dads.
The
And guess what?
Kershaws.
But
Hey,
Colcrest,
your uncles living in the house.
but Colcrest did. Melvin Dickens' dad lived with him.
Yeah, we had
Henry
old
Harrison's dad lived with him.
You gonna name two out of what? I can name
We
two
all
outside
together.
two.
Listen.
Nah.
What's your name? Williams.
What's
His
your
dad
name?
was living
Yeah.
there with him. Come on, man. I ain't trying to hear
Oh.
that. Mother and father. Dad, I ain't trying to hear that, bro.
Teddy Bear was down there.
Yeah,
Yeah, Teddy Bear, yeah.
And running the cab business
Yeah.
out the projects. How you doing? Come on, man. Come on.
But
Listen.
Yeah.
But listen,
Yeah.
you're right, but listen,
Come on,
listen.
boss.
What
Come on,
happened?
boss.
Mussolini
Come on,
check.
boss.
Mussolini
Come on,
check.
come on,
Now,
man.
listen,
Come on, man.
Teddy Bear moved on up to the east side.
He moved to Pine Street to the big house.
Yeah,
And
but
you
he-
know,
He
listen,
went to
Where's
the
a
big
lot-
house.
a lot of people
Listen.
started from the crest, but once they got right,
But he
they
was
moved
living
to the
but
east
he was
side.
living in the crush with his wife, though.
He was right. He had to get right. He had to
He
get
been right. They
But
was
once he
married.
got right,
But they had a father now.
Yeah, they're the father
Richie
now.
Richie
Yeah,
had a dad.
that's. See, he
Oh,
making
man.
excuses. Yeah, that's
But
bullshit.
listen, but I'm gonna keep it 100. See, you're not gonna get away with that shit. I'm gonna keep it 100. That's the thing with it. See?
He tried to pull a slick one. He tried to pull a slick one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
yeah.
Now, what's the craziest shit you've been through in Steelton? Like some crazy shit, old school stories, whatever, that you just used to go through around the way,
Oh
man.
man, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story. So, you know, as kids, man, you know we mess around and we drink on the weekends and all that stuff. So one night, we on the corner by the Best's garage and we drinking, and Pickle rolled up.
Old school pickles.
Old school
Pickles
pickles.
used to be on your ass back in the
listen.
day.
It
Pickle
was
rolled up, right?
Because he wouldn't even chase you.
He just go to your bar. He just go to your
Yeah.
Listen, here's the thing though. So Pickle rolls up, everybody scatters. I ain't realize I drank. You know, I must have drank too much. Because when I tried to run, I started leaning to this, going this way, and I couldn't run. And Pickle grabbed me, He's like, Jason, you drunk. He took me home. Luckily, my mom went to Jersey to see her sister, right?
Yeah.
Drove me around the corner. I said, Pitt, man, don't tell my mom I was drinking. He said, I ain't gonna say nothing. I said, all right, cool. She came back Sunday. Jason, were you drunk Friday night?
my
I said, oh, my man
He told.
And to this day, Pickle denies it. He said, Jason, he said, I swear I did not tell you.
I ain't telling you.
So I'm thinking, because it was summertime and people used to hang out on the porches.
They gave it up. Everybody's Bob to everybody.
I think somebody from the Pettigrew's house, because I lived across the street from them.
Oh, they gave it up. They gave it up.
I'm not
Big Tutti Frutti.
I don't get it. Listen, I think they told on me. Because who else? Only Pickle. But people used to hang out on the porch.
Yeah.
And they probably see me come and see Pickle lead me into the house. So, I don't know. Somebody told me. So.
Terrence Jones said he ain't letting you go. Cold Crest was all football. We ain't even gonna hear that.
That's what it was.
He said, he said the Crest is all football.
It was all football.
Listen. I'm not even gonna argue.
I'm trying to see who they gonna name.
It's brutal down that way, yo.
I don't know. Only one I know is Arnell. I don't know the other one.
So ask him what running back from Cold Crest was better than Tony Chisholm.
Okay, who was better than Tony Chisholm? Now listen, you say that right. They said Fathead said he was the nicest. Flim said he was the nicest. Drakey said he was the nicest.
Drakey was nice in junior high.
Yeah. And Wayne Logan was the best pulling tackle.
Now, but listen. So Fathead was good. Right?
He said so. Yo said Sean Evans.
Sean Evans. That's what I was.
But Sean Evans wasn't a full-time running back though.
He wasn't
full-time. He was splitting time.
Oh.
Yeah. So here we go.
But he was better though.
But he was splitting time. If you that good, you don't split time.
That's true.
So back to Fathead.
Yeah, he said.
Because Fathead said he was the best.
So
you see, he posted his video.
Okay.
He said he was Hershey Walk.
Listen. So Fat was great at what he did, but Fat should never compare himself to Jamel Fleming.
Yeah.
Fathead.
He did also say Flim was the GOAT. He did say he was the GOAT too.
Fathead. Big 33.
Yeah.
Big 33. Fathead.
Yeah. Because Flim said, listen, I'm the GOAT.
So the other argument is, who was the greatest athlete?
Fathead said, I never came off the field. He popped up. He said, I never came off the field.
Like I said.
You answered the question, Flim.
There you go.
You answered that, John.
So, yeah, we know Flim is the greatest athlete.
Oh, yeah.
And still out.
Right.
History. And I ain't saying he was the greatest football player.
Nah.
Greatest
He was the greatest overall athlete. Exactly.
Because there was a lot of nice people.
Because his resume says Big 33, Big 15, Big 9.
Yeah.
Ain't too many.
So
He told me, he told me he started over Marvin Harrison.
See, this
and
is
the Big 30.
now listen. This is why I argue with him, right? I tell him there's levels to this shit. We was all good, but there's levels to it. You know what I mean? It ain't no disrespect. We still love you, but it's just levels to it. And that's why I argue with him with Tristan. I say Tristan was a bad man,
Right.
no doubt about it. But you putting him on. Who would you put him on? Lynn Bias and who else you put him on? Craig Crawford.
He's a bad dude.
I mean Craig Brown. He put him on Craig Brown. Who else he put him on? Rob Brookins.
Well, okay, so I don't know. In 2000,
And they do it off the 2,000 points.
2,000 points in high school, you a bad man.
Bad
Bad
joke.
boy.
But guess what?
Him
though?
and
But
Tremaine.
guess
They
what?
had
though?
the same schedule.
But guess what though?
There's levels.
Rob Brookins didn't have a 3-point line.
That's true.
So now I want you to take 1 point off of every point Tristan scored,
So that's how we gonna do it.
and that's just gonna even up.
We gonna cheat.
So no, I'm just saying.
They all on the board. They all on the
Now,
board.
here's the thing. Now, like I said, I don't know what Tristan did
You
in
can't
college.
blame it on the game.
I don't know what he did if he played after college. But all I know is Rob Brookins went to Pitt when the Big East was the Big East.
yeah.
And he was freshman of the year.
Yes, he was.
That's what I be trying to tell him.
I
He be
know
saying
it.
I'm being biased. I say
I know
Tristan's
it.
my guy.
I know
he's
I know
nice.
is
It
when
ain't no doubt about it. He's cold.
All I know is when I was in college and down in Morehouse, and I got my teammates watching Craig Brown play in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
At Florida.
At Florida.
Oh, and by the way, East Side.
East Side.
East Side.
East Side.
Okay.
That is East Side.
We gave y'all basketball.
Listen.
Y'all whole bunch
So,
of
Freddie Hill, shout out.
Freddie
He
Hill.
said
Freddie Hill.
Freddie Hill said, I agree with J Rock about Flip.
Freddie Hill.
They said Seth Meyers too. Sean Bass said Seth
Oh
Meyers.
man, listen.
He said you can't forget about Seth.
Listen, Seth Meyers. Let me tell you how. Listen. Let me tell you how bad.
Toph brought up Tracy Spencer.
Listen. Listen. Let me tell you how bad Seth Meyers was.
Seth Meyers was a bad man.
We were seniors, running down to the elementary to watch him play. That's how cold he was.
I tried to say.
That's how cold Seth was.
Seth was a bad man, oh.
Yes, he was.
He was a bad man,
When they was coming
You
to
and
see me in
LV
elementary.
came out here.
Now you was coming to see me in elementary. That's what I'm saying. 167 Lincoln. I gave him my jersey. And he treat me like this, man. I passed him my jersey and he do me wrong, man. I don't get no liquor on the show, no blunts. He keep everything.
He's still talking about Cold Crush.
Man, we gonna help him out,
We
man.
got basketball though, but football, we got football.
Y'all don't have football either.
Football,
Listen.
wrestling is what we do.
So
We physical down the way.
So the only one that that we can compare, but you really can't compare because his resume is a little bit longer, is you put Brian Cobb and Jamie Corbin.
Put them two together.
But Brian Cobb was all-state defensive back also. And Brian went to Rutgers, was an All-American at Rutgers. At one point in time, he led the nation in punt returns.
Yes.
So what? That's East
Troy
Side.
Trey from the East Side.
But
Crest.
he's
Oh, is he from the Crest? He from the Crest. He from the graveyard. Fidget.
Ask me where he from. Ask me where he
Is he
from.
from the
He's
Crest?
from the Crest.
Yeah,
Crest,
stop
okay,
that. Listen, I was letting him have fun. I was
gonna let Troy Trey from the
I was
Crest.
just gonna say
Troy from the
Troy was
Crest.
gonna end it.
I thought Troy was from the graveyard.
Troy's from the Crest.
Man, so what about his years in the
But-
We
graveyard?
let you say East Side.
So high school.
We let you say East Side. You know what I'm saying?
So high school. Then he came up because Billy Ray got the house.
Right,
on
see what I'm saying?
Then he came up.
See, it's still the opposite. We let you say this side. We let you get away with it.
So-
we know where your heart came from.
Yeah.
we
So
know where it came
he was straight.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was straight
listen,
Cobra.
listen.
He was straight Cobra.
Oh, see, I ain't know that, man. I ain't know that. I gave him the graveyard Swanner Town shit. I thought he had a green pass at an early age and shit. Nah, man. Shit is crazy, yo. They saying Kennedy Lane, Willie Orders. We got Spooty G on here. He said Arnell Reed, they call it Crest, touchdown Crest. He said that like Jerry Rice.
Listen, Arnell.
What about Spoonie G?
See, Spoon's older. See, that's
Spoon's
older.
older.
Yeah, he's
Spoon's
older.
older.
Yeah, he's older. But yeah, listen, I'm not taking anything away from Arnell. Arnell probably held the best quarterback title all the way up until.
And Mikey Hill was dope for him.
Hey, you know who was real good at quarterback that you could compare to Arnell? Sherrod Chisholm. Sherrod Chisholm.
I tell him that all the time. He goes, Arnell Reed, Chizzo. You gotta put it like that, man. He was a bad man.
And I might want to say Chiz was a better runner.
Oh, he was Mike Vick.
Yeah,
I try to tell him that, man. I try to tell him.
Sherrod, man, he's one of you got to like when you talk about greats. People got to start saying his name, man, because he was all that.
You know they say Lamar's a better runner than Vick. That's just how they gonna do it.
Well, it's different eras.
It's nothing like the creator.
Different styles.
It's nothing like the creator.
Now let's me and him argue because he said Tristan to go at my man E.T. I said I don't see it. It's a good one-on-one, but in they prime, it's a hell of a battle. But E. Doge was a bad killer out there, man.
Okay, so Tristan was a better high school player than E.T.
I
think
don't
so?
understand that, bro.
Well, he scored 2,000 points.
He don't understand
Doge with
it,
the
bro.
UNLV.
Come on.
Who was the UNLV?
Did he go there?
Who was something?
My bad.
Like, honestly,
I sent it to the players.
No, the line went to the same friends.
Live, yeah, with the same friends.
So, no disrespect to E.T.
Yeah.
But
I go with
I don't think he's touching Tristan.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because I go with Doja all day.
Now we start arguing about it.
I
played on a good team. It was hard.
They both had good teams.
No, Tristan was the team.
They had a different green light, though.
Man,
because they could shoot and wasn't nobody else allowed to
when
shoot.
You LeBron, you can do what you
Listen,
want.
Tristan had 30, Tremaine had 30, the other 3 players, 2, 0, and 1. That was bad. They wasn't even allowed to do nothing.
One is LeBron, one is Rip Hamilton.
If you call E.T. Rick Hamilton again, I will stone cold on live.
But listen,
you can't do that.
It was like he was with Detroit Pistons. They was a dope ass
team. So let me ask you this.
They was a dope ass team.
So on E.T.'s team, who was their go-to guy?
Seth.
Why wasn't it E.T.?
No, I think it could have been. I think they. I don't think it was a go-to. I just think they. I think they won for the moment.
Seth wasn't go-to.
I think they won for the moment.
We're not doing couldas.
Yeah. You right about that. You right about that.
We're asking who was the go-to guy.
Seth was.
Seth.
So why wasn't E.T. the go-to guy?
Because that was true.
E.T.'s job.
So then, how you gonna compare him to Tristan?
But then he was a shooter.
Who the go-to guy is?
Tristan was a shooter.
That's what I keep trying to tell him.
Tristan was a shooter.
It don't matter.
No, he wasn't just a shooter. Don't get that twisted.
Tristan was more than
he
that.
was going to that block. He was going to that block.
On the 2000 team, right? There's no way I'm letting him and him score 2,000, and I'm playing all this D, and you don't pass me the ball.
That's their road.
We would have forfeited every game.
But that's just
Shaq and Kobe did it.
Bitch, we ain't done it. I'm trying to go where you go. You just said we eat syrup sandwiches together. See, that's terrible.
Here's the thing, though. Yeah, Shaq and Kobe did it, but wasn't Derek Fisher important on that team?
Yeah, they got to shoot.
They had Derek Fisher on that
team. They
team.
didn't even get to shoot,
They had a Derek Fisher.
Whoa.
Everybody played their role.
Can we stop the comparison with E.T. and Tristan, please?
Yeah, you know I'm gonna keep talking my
that's
shit.
That's him.
Please.
You know I'm talking my shit.
That's him.
Hey, Doge, I'm riding with you, my guy.
Don't get it twisted. He's dope.
No disrespect to E.T.
Right, don't get it twisted.
E.T. was a hell of a basketball player, but he wasn't Tristan.
He wasn't Tristan.
So who's your
high school?
Who's your best shooting guard, point guard coming out? Who you running with? All time, still high. Who's your top 5, matter of fact?
Okay, so, and this came up, Charles, didn't this come up maybe like a year ago? I put a post up. What point guard you taking?
Yeah.
And everybody,
Line.
I said line. So everybody said Walt Chavis, Tremaine, you was in there. But all I said was, I'm going with the man that bought the state championship.
I'm going line.
He was the floor general.
But everybody you named, everybody you named brought
the floor general.
Everybody you named brought a state championship.
And the reason why I say that,
Jason Roberts was the best.
Listen, and the reason why I say that, listen, the reason why I say that is because that same basketball team came back the year after without line and couldn't do it.
Okay, now I'm telling you why I'm taking my man Chave. He came down 9-8 championship, 9-9 district, 2000 championship. I'm riding with my guy in the top 5
district. He damn sure got a hell of a
Did he win states?
Who?
He
got 2 states.
He got 2 states.
4 districts.
4 districts.
Freshman
He got a district every year.
So, oh man, I'm running with my little bro. Hey, little bro, I got you on that. You know that.
Listen,
I got you.
Now, because of my ignorance of people's past, I didn't know that about Chavis.
Yeah.
So that does move him up.
Yes.
That does move him up.
Definitely got to get my guy.
That does listen. It does move him up. It does move him up. So, okay. So I'm not gonna argue with you on that.
Okay.
So I have my pick.
And I have your
yes.
Okay. So there you go. So, but it's a legitimate. Your shit's legitimate.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Now him. He can't give me no names.
Yeah, he ain't ready. He don't know.
Look.
Oh, you said Chave too?
I'm going with line.
You going with line too?
Okay.
Who you going with your shooting guard?
Craig.
Shooting guard. Shooting guard.
That's
listen,
a lot of them now.
Listen, a shooting guard. I'm gonna tell you. Now, see, the old heads, I'll tell you who they think, but we gonna talk about who we know.
Okay.
So, as shooting guard, a motherfucker that can shoot that damn rock was Charlie Fortney.
I knew you.
That motherfucker can shoot.
Charlie Fortney.
And listen, and Craig couldn't fuck with Charlie on the jump shot.
Yeah.
No, Charlie.
I heard Charlie Ford was a bad man.
Charlie could shoot. Charlie was actually a good basketball player. He was good. He was good. So, gotta give him credit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Charlie Ford.
Charlie, he was legit.
Right.
Now, what's next? Small forward? Who the small forward?
Tristan.
Yeah. If he was
Alright,
small
so
forward,
Tristan, that's small forward.
yeah.
Who the power forward?
Seth.
Oh, see, I thought Seth was a guard. He played like a guard.
He definitely played like a
He
guard.
played like a guard.
I don't know.
They had Lime, they had Kleckner, E.T.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Based
was
off
the
the
guard.
starter five, Seth was kind of the forward. Even though he had the ball in his hand, you know what I mean? He was still pretty much playing forward. He was playing against bigger guys. He was guarding the bigger dudes usually.
But on offense, what did he play?
Offense, he was whatever.
Yeah,
Rick
he was a special guy. He was a special guy. Special guy.
They got a junior in the middle and played the four guys out.
Now, who was your best shooter? Best center?
Man, Rob
Brookins.
I go with Eric B.
Look, I almost said, who was he? Did he play basketball?
You know, remember he used to get in the game and he used to be like 4 seconds in the game and he shoot that three. And that shit air ball. You be like, oh shit.
Now, what year was he?
I know
I don't know. He played every year. He was always out there.
Beanie was stunning.
Yeah, Beanie
You
is
ain't
stunning.
doing like that, bro.
Yeah, man, they
You ain't
tie
doing
and tie.
That's funny.
That was a good one,
That's
home.
funny.
Junior Davis was a bad man, though.
Yeah, Junior. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what was a hell of a power forward was Dwayne Davis.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a monster down low.
Wayne Davis.
He was a monster.
Yeah,
And he was a monster on that football field too. He was a monster on that football field too.
You already knew where he was at, that long t-shirt.
Brady was, yes, he definitely kept a 7XL.
Listen, and I remember that 90-18, and I just remember Dwayne, man, he just played with no fear.
They had him, they had Rock, they had Chiz, Dink, they had Lip.
They had the Tebow.
Yeah.
Tebow was good too.
See, that's who
Big
set
man,
it
yeah,
off.
Tebow was
Scotty
good too.
Tebow was good too.
Oh.
He was definitely nice.
But yeah, but through this whole conversation, all the people that we're talking about in this 3 Mile town, there was a lot of athletes that came through here, man, that just made their mark.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you made your mark. I know you ain't talking about yourself, but like, yo, they made a slogan with you. If
Oh,
you can't
man.
beat them, cheat them.
I know, that shit was crazy. That shit brought me baby mamas and all types of shit. Oh my God, child support got me. They took my blood in. Shit got crazy. I started blowing the juice. It was like, they took me down. That slogan fucked my life up. After school, hey, after school that shit went haywire. In school it was cool. After school they was, man, the sheriffs was riding around with my basketball. They was coming to get me. What the fuck did I sign up for?
Oh, man.
Shit got crazy,
That's funny.
man.
That's funny.
Yeah, but them years, man, you don't get them years back.
You don't get
man.
them back, man. That's why. Listen, and that's why it's important to work hard, man. Because I always tell my fighters, and I tell athletes, you have a window.
Right.
And every year that window gets smaller.
Yes.
Because time runs out, man. Listen. The pro game is a young man's game.
Right.
You get a few people that kind of go over the barrier, but 90%, 95%, man, it's a young man's game, and you have to take advantage of your athleticism when you can. Yeah. So when it's time to work out, show up to them workouts. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta go to the weight room, go to the weight room. Yeah. Because I'm telling you right now, it's a million other motherfuckers out here that they are going to the weight room. Yeah. They are showing up at practice every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing with, I think a lot of athletes, even from Steelton, get caught up in, well, I'm good. Everybody say I'm good. But you ain't working hard to be great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When the next man is. You know what I mean? So, I think that's very important that, you guys, tell your kids or whatever, or your friends, like, yo, man, you gotta work hard.
Definitely.
Because the next man he is working hard.
You're right about that. You're right about that, man.
Mm-hmm.
So how you be dealing with everything that be going on? You know, the COVID, this Trump shit that's going on.
Man,
all the motherfuckers jumping the wall and.
Well, listen.
Yeah, I mean, what you be doing watching that shit, man?
I caught COVID.
Yeah.
Man, I had that shit the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, man.
So yeah, man. So Thanksgiving is a festival.
Right.
Drinking.
Yeah.
So the next day I had a headache, but I thought, shit, I was drinking last night. And maybe I woke up too early. I didn't sleep the shit off.
Yeah.
Then I had the chills, and then I had like a little fever. But so I went to my doctor on Sunday and I got tested. But by Wednesday, I was normal.
Yeah.
So they called me on the Thursday, were like, hey, how you feel? I said, I'm good, I'm ready, I'm active again, whatever. And they were like, well, that's weird because you tested positive for COVID. So it hits people different.
Yeah,
it takes some people out here.
Definitely got,
Like I felt worse with the flu than I did with COVID. Yeah. As far as Trump, man, he gotta go.
Yeah.
He's fucking the country up.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. It's
getting
crazy. They got the horses and shit downtown and all types of shit, man.
Did you see the barriers though?
Yeah, man. That ain't easy to jump. You ain't gotta jump high. Yeah, you can just go over them jaws with nothing, man.
The sad part is that we actually live amongst them.
Yeah.
Even here in this town.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's sad because people. We ain't even gonna talk about Trump now. We already know what they're about. But let's talk about here.
Yeah.
Like they really don't like us because of our skin color.
Yeah.
Like who does that? Like how can I hate somebody because they're a different color than me? Like how about getting to know somebody
and see what they like? Yeah.
Like how you would just not like me because I'm black?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we all know that ran rampant at our high school.
Yeah, definitely did. Definitely did.
Like you said, they cheer for you and they pat you on your back, but when it's over,
it's
over.
over.
It's over.
It's all the way over.
And I really believe, I'm an honest believer that affected a lot of people that graduated from Still High.
Yeah.
When they were stars, and then they go to the game a year or two after they left high school, and a motherfucker walk right past you.
Yeah.
Or they just give you a head nod. But 3 years before that, you shaking my hand and patting me on my back and telling me how great I am.
Yo, that's what I tell him. I'm like, listen, I was the man, state championship. Y'all love me.
Yep.
Right after that, y'all ain't get no rap. I couldn't come in the gym. Y'all took our pictures down. Shit got
But guess what though? You wasn't the first.
Yeah.
And you damn ready to be the last.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just how it is.
You ain't lying.
Still High would be nothing without the black athlete.
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Like the black athlete has carried Still High forever. Forever.
You look back at it, you right about that.
Think about it.
You right about that, man. You right about that.
So of course they gonna love you when you playing.
Yeah.
So okay, you gone now. The next man coming up. Now we gotta love him. Fuck Chidi. He gone. We ain't worried about him no more.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
So,
now, is there anything you want to say to the people before it's over, man? Like to the youth, with everything going on, like tell them what I mean. Anything you got?
Listen, the only thing I can tell them is that do well in school, because if you're trying to go to the next level, you got to have your grades.
That's a big
if you're struggling in your grades, there's so many different outlets that you can take to get to the top. And one thing I do know, if you're good, they will find you. I don't care what level you play on, they will find you. And you have to take advantage of working hard, man. Like you can't take days off. You know what I'm saying? Like even with my fighters, like last week, we went 6 days straight hard. But that's what we do because we're trying to get to a certain level. Because maybe the next man is working 7 days a week. I don't know, but I'm gonna make sure we take care of ours. You know what I mean? And another thing, when you do leave Steelton and go to a college or whatever, don't go to college and get on the team and say, well, I know I ain't gonna get a spot, or next year is gonna be my. When you go there, be prepared
and take a spot.
Because that's what motherfuckers from Steelton do. We take spots.
Yeah,
that's what we do. Like we don't bow down to nobody, man. Like so,
you gotta go get it.
You gotta go get it, man. Like we never sit in the back of the line to see and watch what's going on. No, when the coach say somebody step up, step up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like don't ever
wait for somebody.
Nah, we don't do that, man. We don't do that. And you can work hard every day. You can do all the right things and still not make it.
Yeah. At least you know you tried.
But you can say,
gave it you all. You gave it your all. I gave it my all.
Instead of saying, man, I should have.
Yeah.
Or I could have.
Yeah.
No. And people will respect that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, just keep working hard, man, and stay focused. And, shout out to Coach Herb.
Yes. Shout out Herb. Shout out
State
Herb,
championship, which is well deserved.
Yeah.
Because I seen Herb coach, and he puts everything into it, and he really deserved that state championship.
Yes.
And surprisingly,
congratulations to my guy.
Yeah, and surprisingly, me looking from the outside, he got a state championship with a team that I didn't think was better than the teams he had in the past.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But listen. Can we get to that?
And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Can I tell you the difference?
Okay. Yep.
Was that coaching staff he added this year?
That could be.
I'm telling you, if you would have had that staff he had this year with them teams,
mm-hmm.
he's getting 1 or 2 more chips.
I think it's another one.
I'm telling you, I talked about on the last show that dude that he had to go. He had to go. He had to go.
Which one?
The one who's being on the sideline with the orange shirt on.
Yeah.
He had to go.
He was an asshole.
Yes, when the dudes he brought in this year, Lance and whoever else, that was it. That was the key.
What I like, what's so listen. So this, remember I was just talking about hard work. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So when I was coaching, still I'm not gonna say the names, but still I had a running back that was real good. They had a wide receiver that was real good. They had a D lineman that was supposed to be all world. Every school was recruiting. Not every school, but a lot of schools was recruiting. They had a defensive back, interception, running back, touchdown. Fantastic athletes. None of them worked hard. Yep. There was another receiver that was real good who was getting offered, but they didn't like to practice. They did not like to practice.
Yeah.
So it was this one kid who was on the team who would dog the DBs every practice, but he wouldn't get no type of shine in the football games. And I don't think the coaches really believed in him either. And I told this kid, his name is Nathaniel Spencer. I told him, I said, look, man, your work ethic is going to get you somewhere. So he left Still High, no offers. He walks on at Del Val. Been down there, I think, 1 or 2 years. Transferring to UNLV now. Then there was another kid, it was a linebacker, they called him Bear. Wasn't a superstar.
I remember that young
linebacker.
Yeah.
Didn't get no big time recognition. He was actually a basketball player for real.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Went to junior college, boom, going to another school. So what I'm saying is hard work. Like you don't have to be that most athletic person to get somewhere. Yeah. When you work hard, that shit's gonna come to fruition, man. So the guys that are good, that's why I say the message, work harder.
Yes.
Work harder.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say, man.
Yeah, you already know, man. We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we definitely appreciate you, man.
Freaking cold crest.
They know what it is,
freaking
man.
Cold crest.
When we talk physical sports,
yeah, hold on, we
that's how it's going that. That's how we thought, man.
You know what Cold Crest was known for? You know what Cold Crest was known for?
Beating people up.
They got the summer jobs. They
definitely had all the jobs.
They had all the summer jobs.
They definitely did.
Niggas had to work.
They had the best jobs. And you always got hired at the computer before us. Yo, Borough Basement, we appreciate y'all subscribing, man. Y'all know what it is, man. The gang, man.
Yeah, King Cabby, bro.
King Cabby, Borsellini, Bronson, Cold Press the Fish Takers. We out here, man. I'm from both sides, baby. Y'all know what it is, man.
Peace out.
All right.
Motherfuckers.